Shalom Aleichem, everybody. I wanted to share with you a very brief idea on this week's Parshas Shoftim. The Torah tells us a mitzvah called Tamim Tiyem Hashem Elokecha. And the way the Torah introduces this mitzvah to us is it describes that when we go into Eretz Yisrael, we're going to take over the land of Israel. So we shouldn't go ahead and adopt the practices of the Goyim. We shouldn't go ahead and engage in sorcery. We shouldn't do seances, Doresh al HaMesim, various magical activities. We shouldn't engage in any of those activities. Rather, Tamim Tiyeh im Hashem Elokecha. And there's a mandate, a mission for every single Jew to be a Tamim. What exactly does this mean? It's not entirely clear. We do know that Noach is described as a tzaddik, Tamim haya b'dorosav. Avram Avinu is given a mission in Parshas Lech Lecha, Hishalech lefanai ve'yeh Tamim. Yaakov Avinu, of course, is referred to as the Yaakov Ish Tam Yoshev Ohalim. The Torah itself, in Tehillim, is referred to as Torah Hashem Tamima. So we have this concept of Tmimut, of a Tamim, Noach, Avraham, Yaakov Avinu, the Torah itself, and even Knesset Yisrael are enjoined to become Tamim Tiyem Hashem Elokecha. What exactly does this mean? So the Rambam in Hilchos Avodah Zarah makes very clear this contrast in the Psukim when the Torah tells us, don't be like the Goyim who engage in sorcery and magic and seances, Doresh al HaMesim. Do not be like that. Rather, Tamim Tiyem Hashem Elokecha. So the Rambam indicates that all those other practices, magic and sorcery and the like, it's sheker. It's all false. Any kind of powers, they don't exist. They're not real. And therefore, the Rambam formulates this as to be rational people, to be logical, to be tmimei dat, a certain purity of thought that you should have, not run after things that are entirely false. The Ramban, however, on this week's parsha, says something striking. The Ramban famously writes that no, these powers, these kochos of predicting the future, they might be true, they might be real, and they might be effective. It might work. That you might go ahead and go to some kind of genie, some kind of sorcerer, pay them a lot of money, look in the stars. The Ramban writes that there are kochos in the world, that there are kochos in the Elyonim that have a hashpah, an influence in the Tachtonim. But nonetheless, says the Ramban, don't run after these things. Tamim Tiyeh im Hashem Elokecha. You should have an approach of no shortcuts. None of these strange, they're not, even if they might work, they're not real. They're not authentic. They're not genuine. And Avodas Hashem has to be direct, has to be authentic, has to be genuine, has to be real. No shortcuts. He quotes the Unklus. And the Unklus says that when it comes to our emunah has to be tamim in all respects, tamim perfected, like a set tamim, without any mum, without any blemish, without any taints. Once one is engaging in these foreign, non-authentic, non-genuine ways of getting information, seeing about the future and so forth, you lose a fundamental level of authenticity. And that's the mission. It's a phenomenally powerful mission. It's a lifelong endeavor. A mission of Tamim Tiyem Hashem Elokecha, to be true, not only in your emunah to Hashem, not engaging, there's so much shtuyot out there, there's so much what I'll call shtick out there. People have these shortcuts, these things that indicate, I look a certain way and therefore I'm a certain kind of frumkeit. It's all shtick. A person has to go ahead and be authentic, be genuine, be real in everything he does. And that does not just mean ben adam lamakom. It also means ben adam la'atzma. Because we live in a world where so many people, their value of self is derived from approval of others. This is especially true amongst our youth, but it's true amongst adults as well. We need that pat on the back. That's how we have a sense of self. We need a certain amount of Facebook likes, and we need a certain amount of followers on our Twitter account, or else we don't feel a certain sense of worth. It's not tmimut. Tmimut means be true, number one, in your avodas Hashem, certainly to Hashem, but also be true to yourself. Understand your own value. It's not a function of likes of others, and spreading yourself too thin and having all these followers. It's not what it's all about. Be true to your authentic self. And when you have that, then you can start going ahead and building authentic relationships with others. It's a very, very ambitious mission. Tamim tiyam Hashem Elokecha. To be a person who's a tamim. It doesn't require complexity. It could be very, very simple. That's perhaps the son who's the tam. But it's very, very profound. It's very, very true. It's very, very authentic. And it's very, very genuine. And that's a fundamental mission that the Ramban tells us. It permeates every aspect of our lives. And we should be zocher, day by day, step by step, to achieve that very, very ambitious, comprehensive, and glorious mission of Tamim Tiyeh im Hashem Elokecha.